What's the secret then for helping them kind of take over or run it? I mean, obviously, it sounds like you guys don't get too far into operations, but you have some knowledge about that. What makes for a really good handoff process once you guys say, all right, you got it all built, here's how you take it and run it?
So what we do is we usually stay with them for at least the first 6 weeks.
Okay.
So if you're thinking about the arcade has a lot of moving pieces. So we're going to look at like the payouts on the games, make sure they're correct. Almost every center now is on a card system, no more tokens. So that card system is so robust. Most proprietors only use it for about 5% of what's possible.
Yeah.
But there's all kinds of KPIs. Like we want to look at how many tickets are going out of the game versus how many are coming back across the redemption counter. You can find optimizations there to get to improve people saving. That's basically the difference, right? Like if only 70% of the tickets that people win from the games get redeemed at the counter, that means that there's a gap there, right? People are saving them or just throwing them away because they don't want to play with them, but a certain chunk are saving them, which you want, because those are the people who keep coming back. So that ratio matters, and we show them where to find that, what it might mean, how to find theft. We start teaching the reports to look at employee gameplay. You can see how many tickets as well as play values being given away and who gave it away. I mean, I could sit here all day and talk about stuff, but the main thing is that card system, and what it can do. You can do, like, if you have a group coming in, you can make sure that group, everyone gets a card, and you can give them a bounce back offer. It's like the greatest feature that very few people use. So you can just tell everyone that you're a new customer to what we were discussing before. Hey, keep the card. Starting tomorrow, you get $10. Come back in. For the next 2 weeks, you get $10. So try and get them to come back. There's all kinds of things that a lot of, like, almost every arcade has, and very few people use it. So we teach them how to use a lot of that stuff. And we have a meeting like every week for at least 6 weeks for an hour to start looking at that stuff and teach them kind of what we call it our operating system, how we like to and get everything dialed in. And sometimes we'll stay on longer. Some people hire us to stay on for, on an annual basis and do quarterly check-ins and try and help them out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I imagine, especially if they're kind of newer to that game, just because there's so many moving parts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What card system do you guys use? Do you use a couple of different ones, or you mainly use one over another?
Primarily Intercard. Intercard's been the one that we like the best.
Yeah.
We've used other ones in the past, but that's our go-to.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot you can do with those cards because there's such a margin on them. Like, you can give them away. And I talked to Brian over at Alley Cats, and he said at one point his marketing strategy was to give away $1 million in game cards just at $10 a pop, and they'd send them out. And he said they always come back in with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It just gives you a lot of ability.
Hey, did you like this video? Great. We make 10 of them a week. Subscribe to learn more and keep learning about what's working in the industry. Talk to you then.